time to go ahead and make our little block square like thing like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and find a random empty map, and then you're going to find your own area where you have an empty space and click it, so that way you can make an entire area. Now first we're going to do this is we're going to make our box. Now I was going to give you a number because a map is 128 by 128 spacing with blocks. So what we're going to need is you're going to need black concrete, white concrete, and a block of your choice to be your blueprint outline basically. So like I said, it is 128 by 128 spacing. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the very edge of your map and you're going to shoot all the way down by 128 blocks. Now, I think it's a pain to count all 128, so you basically just find a corner where it's at, go all the way down until you find that you're hitting the very edge. Once you do that, go ahead and place down from that last block and go all the way back. Oh, shoot the map! It's okay. You go all the way back down again. So either you can count that, you can place that 127 extra blocks from that block, or you can just look at the map until you reach the very edge of it. So once you've done that, I guess we should go back to it basically. Once you do that, you should have your entire map outline filled in. So as you can see, if you did it right, on the very edge, you should have your block of choice going all the way around making a square. Now the next step we're going to do is by starting to make this plus sign kind of going in the middle to split it up into 4 different boxes. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over into the left corner right over here, and we're going to count out by 64 blocks. So like I said, from that start right there, you're going to count down 64 blocks. So go all the way down by 64 blocks. And once you make it there, you're going to finish right over here. Once you make it there, you're going to go all the way down. Like you're going to start placing here, and you're going to place blocks going all the way down until you reach the other side. That's basically going to mark the midpoint for your entire square. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and place a block under it. So this is the first one you did. You're going to place a block directly under it and go all the way down, keeping it right under it the whole time. So that's basically going to separate these two sides. So this side would be black and this side would be white. Once we've done that, we're going to make the going down this way now. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to come down all the way into the bottom left corner. And what we're going to do is we're going to start from this corner and we're going to go ahead and count 65 blocks down. So as you can see right here, we're going to fly all the way up and we're going to count down by 65 blocks from that corner going all the way down. Once you hit your 65th block, you should be about right there, which is the middle point of this square. So you're going to go from here and you're going to go all the way down until you reach the other side of the box. Once you've done that, you're going to do the same thing you did right there to where you're going to place another block directly next to it and go all the way down as well. And once you've done that, you have officially finished your square. If you go ahead and look back at your map that you made for this, it should look just like this. So now you can see that you have your blocks on the outside and then you have your plus sign directly in the middle. So now you can see there's 4 separate sections that are even that you're going to be able to place these blocks into. Now what you're going to do is take out your black concrete and your white concrete and you're going to go ahead over here into this top left corner. And basically what we're going to do is either you could fill it in and take your whole time filling all this area in, or you could just go ahead and type it in and Minecraft will do the work for you. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have to find a certain corner. So find the very corner of this entire build like I said, and you're going to find the coordinates for that. So as you can see for me, if I go ahead and turn my coordinates back on because I turned them off, I'll be able to see my coordinates. So go ahead and take out a piece of paper with a pencil or your phone, whatever you'd like, and go ahead and type the coordinates that you have in. Now the coordinates are most likely going to be different for you guys, but it's going to be the same concept here. So now I recommend when you go ahead and do this, it's at least the second block up, because if it's on the ground on a flat world, it most likely will just say there's an error or something. So yeah, that's exactly why I did it this way. But you're going to go ahead and type in your coordinates. Once you got it typed in, fly all the way down to the corner. Now remember, you want to stay in the own box, because you know how there's like different outsides like this. You want to make sure you stay in the corner of the Pacific box like this. So now once you've gotten to this other corner directly diagonal from it, you're going to go ahead and you're going to type it in. So you're gonna do the command slash fill. You're gonna put in your coordinates. So for me, it was negative 192, negative 58, and 64. Then what you're gonna do is type this in up here. You're gonna use these three squiggly lines, and then you're gonna type in the block, which is black underscore concrete. Once you've done that, go ahead and push the button away and click square or enter. And as you can see, it's filled in this entire area just like that. So if you look back at your map, you can see that that entire area right there is completely filled in. Now, as I said, I'll go ahead and put it back on the screen if you need it. But that is basically what you type in for when doing the command. So we're going to do the same exact thing throughout each of these blocks. Now for the pattern, it's going to be black, white, white, black, like that. So basically the colors they added to it. So this is black right here, this corner will be black, this is white right here, that corner will be black. So now you can choose either corner that you like. I'm going to start the one that's right down here. And the coordinates are right there on my screen, so I'm going to go ahead and write those down. And once I got it written down, I'm going to fly all the way back down to the corner. I'm going to face this direction while I'm sitting on that block. Type it in again. So slash fill, type in my coordinates. And then this time it's going to be white concrete. So we're going to go ahead and find our three random squiggly lines. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go back, type in white underscore symbol right here, concrete. And as you can see on the side, it should also be popping up for you. That's kind of how you know you did it right. And once you do that, boom, and there you go. Now it's filled in this entire area as well. So now when you look back at your map, you can see now both areas are shaded in. And I'm not going to show the final two because I basically showed you how to do it. So you basically repeat that same process. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I went ahead and finished in these two sides. Went ahead and filled in your final two things. If you look back at your map, you should see that it looks just like this. So there you go. Now you created your first full box just like that. So if you were to go ahead and take an item from your mount, you could place it down and you have your first full new block tile or whatever. But now we're going to move on to the next one. Now the good news is it gets easier with this one now that you have your full thing. Actually, for both of them, it gets easier because you kind of could just go ahead and place them down from it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come down all the way next to it now. And once you're in this new area, you're going to go ahead and take out your new map. Boom, open it up. And there you go. So now for you, it would be a completely empty thing, not like mine. But here's how we're going to do this. So it's going to be the same basic concept. You're going to start from that end right over there and place your block down. And just like the last time, you're going to start by making your box. So go ahead and fill your map in completely going all the way down. So start from there, place down 128 blocks going all the way down until you reach the very end of your map. Once you've done that, come all the way down until it's reached the bottom edge of the map. And the easy way you can also just tell this is just go ahead and bring it all the way back down until it matches up with this side. And after you've done that, you've gone ahead and made your box. Now the next thing we're going to do for this is switch up the style a little bit because we do have a top and bottom that are new. So you're going to come down over to these corners, and what you're going to do is you're going to count down 8 blocks going from the start. So you're going to start in any corner you'd like and count 8 blocks going down until you reach that spot. From that 8th block, you're going to go all the way down until you've connected to the very edge of that side. So when you look back of it, you should look like that, to where you have a nice little rectangular section that is perfectly an 8 by 128. And then you're going to swing all the way back down and do the exact same for the bottom. So go ahead and start from this very left corner at the bottom, count up 8 blocks, and then go all the way down until it reaches the other side. Now once you've done that, it's kind of going to be the same basic concept that we had for over here. Now luckily, since you already have this build, we could fly all the way back down into this corner. And as you can see for my layout, they match up perfectly to where this side is right here, to where it's for the black, and this side is right here for the white. So you could come down into this thing and place 1 block down right there for the wall, and then go all the way down until you reach the other side. And then once you do that, go ahead and place a block directly beneath under it, and go all the way down as well until you have it looking like this. So now the first part that you've done, I guess this is the second part, you have your first line that goes through your build that should match up with the last one you did. Now the next thing I'm going to do is the exact same that I did over here. You're going to come down over into this corner right over here, right where this block is. And what you're going to do, you're going to count 65 blocks going all the way down. So start from right here on this outside. And you're going to go down by 65 blocks all the way down there. And once you reach that 65th block, you're going to go ahead, stop right there, and you're going to place blocks that go all the way down until it reaches the other side. And once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and on the other side of this, place another block and go all the way down. And once you've done that, you should be able to look back at your map for confirmation. And as you can see, it should look just like this. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and show exactly the same thing again because I've already showed you how to do the coordinates trick to where you can fill in blocks without having to place them in directly. But the only difference for this one is we're going to go ahead and take out new block, which is going to be red concrete. Now, you could use red wool or whatever block you have available, although it probably wouldn't look as good as red concrete would. So what you're going to do is for this top area right here and that bottom area, you're going to go ahead and place in your red concrete. Now I'll go ahead and show you guys this once. So you're going to go over here, and as you have your coordinates there before, we're going to go ahead and remember them. And then we're going to swing all the way down to the other side. Now make sure it's still diagonal. Even though it's this far down, you want it to be directly diagonal. And make sure you place it in its own blocks. This right here, that's another box right there. That's a no-no. You want it to be right here in its own box. So once you're right here, you're going to go ahead, /fill, put in your coordinates. Then you're going to go ahead and look for your little symbols of the squiggly lines. And then type in red _ concrete. And boom. And as you can see, you have this entire area filled in just like that. So if you look at your map, you can see the entire top part is filled in. Now, I'm not going to show you the rest of this, but you can do it yourself. As you can see right here, you're going to copy that exact same thing at the very bottom. And then your pattern on the squares is going to be exactly the same as the last one you did. This top left corner right here, it's going to be black. This one right here is going to be white. This one right here is going to be black. And this one right here is going to be white. So, if you were to pull this out and look at the map, your map should look exactly like this. Boom, just like that. You can see your top is red, your bottom is red, and you still have your checkerboard pattern right in the middle. Alright everyone, so now I'm going to show you exactly how to do the final square that you're going to need for this build. So, first what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to go ahead and find ourselves just a new random map. So we can just boom that out to the side because we don't need that no more. Go ahead and find yourselves a new map and a new area, which is, I recommend, side by side with each of the ones you've done so far. And boom, now you have your brand new area. So what you're going to do is, just like before, place in your 128 by 128. So I recommend starting off with the last one you did. Go all the way down until you reach the very edge of your map. And then come out over to this side at the very edge of this old one. And go all the way out and then connect them back to where you have a full complete square. So when you look back at your map, you can see you have an So when you look back at your map, you can see you have an entire good-looking square like that. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the little design for it. So we're going to come over into this top corner right over here. And this area right here is going to be 16 blocks down. So what you're going to do is you're going to count 16 blocks. You're going to start in this corner right here. And you're going to go all the way down 16 to maybe make it right here. And then you're going to place blocks that just go all the way down until they reach the other side. Now after you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to start right here. And usually, you're used to 64 blocks, but this time it's going to be cut down by 10 and it's 54 blocks going down. So starting from right here, you're going to count this as 1, 2, 3, and go all the way down until you reach 54th block. And that's going to get you right here. Then what you do is you put another block right here, and you go all the way down until you reach the other side, like that. And then on the 55th block, or just directly next to it, you're going to place down right there and go all the way down side by side until you reach the other side as well. So when you look back at your map, you should have an entire line of 2 blocks that go all the way down the midpoint. To then top it all off, it's going to be the same exact thing that it was in the past for the other ones, where you come down into this bottom left corner, and from right here, you're going to count 1, 2, and go all the way down until you reach your 65th block. That's going to get you right here. Then you're going to place blocks down that go all the way down until they reach the other side. And then right next to it, on your 67th block, or sorry, your 66th block, you're going to place it right here, which is directly next to it, and then go all the way down as well until you reach the other side. And finally, when you look back at your map, you're going to see this pattern right here on how it should be. Now, to go ahead, I'm not even going to put in, the things for you guys, because now you should know how to do it. So, right here, this top part, that entire area right there, it's all going to be black concrete. Then it's going to be the same checkerboard pattern. Right here is going to be black concrete. Right there's going to be white concrete. This is going to be black concrete. And that's going to be white concrete. So diagonal, diagonal. Now, I can't find my map for it, but when you get done, you should have your, design exactly how I said. Black right there, and then your checkerboard pattern. And that is going to be it for this. So I can just go ahead and fly down here to make myself a new map if I wanted to. So by the end of this, and you should have these 3 map designs like this. You should have your black and white checkerboard pattern with your black on top, your black and white, and then your black, white, and then your red. And these are the 3 main things you're going to need for the walls of your map. Once you got those 3 things, that's going to wrap it up for this video. So, yeah, you're definitely going to need this for when you actually go ahead and do the build. The next video right after this is going to be the layout. I'm going to upload both of these at the same time because you're going to need it. It's kind of like a continuation, and I just didn't want it to be too long. But, yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all in the next video. Peace.